Karina here, your Lucid Living Coach. It is evening on the 17th. I wanted to do a little video because there has just been like a lot of like new energy coming in from the last video. So today, let's see, the 17th, the moon is in Aquarius and Mercury is in Taurus now. So it's out of Aries and it's in Taurus. And this week there's a lot of things that are like coming full circle or back around. A couple of them I'd like to point out. I'm really tired. I'm sorry, but I needed to do this video. So Venus and Mercury are finally clearing its shadow from the retrogrades that we've had. So in the last 2 months of torture, it's finally starting to feel better and lighter. We're starting to become very clear on what we want and what we deserve in relationships, whether that's partnerships in business or in romantic relationships. It also has to do with your work and your if you're happy there, and if not, your next steps. What else? So that's going to be really nice, that energy of finally like things starting to move forward as far as like communication as well as relationships. And there's a huge sun square the nodes on the 20th, and another astrologer, the Leo King, was saying that it's a huge portal. Okay, so he's talking about this portal. Well, I was feeling it last month, and I felt like, yes, there is some truth to 2012. And maybe a decision that you made, and whether that sent you down the path or the road that you wanted, or was it down the path in a road that didn't end up turning out well for you. So in that, I feel that I made a huge decision in 2013, not 2012, but you can say 2012 because I saw the signs in 2012 and I didn't listen to it. So in turn, I let a year go by even longer, even though I felt in my gut that it was something that I needed to eliminate out of my life. So in that, I do believe that there is a reoccurring theme that's happening this week that it did in May of 2012. But as well as 2013, because time is kind of like irrelevant in energy in the vast universe that we live in. So it could be like, you know, just like when you hear a gong, you hear the repercussions or the percussion or vibration of sound long after it has made the initial impact. Okay, so 2012, gong, 2013. So I have been feeling this for quite some time, and how we can learn from our past, because, you know, that's what history would be good for, right? But not a lot of our society uses history. It seems as though history repeats itself. I'd rather not repeat history that has not served me. And I wish as a collective we can all get to that same place where, you know, time after time after time again, even in like the political sense, we have, you know, Democrat, Republican, or Democrat, Republican, like, you know, just going back and forth on these two parties, and it hasn't got us anywhere but in circles, you know. So that being said, think about where you were and what you were doing in 2012. And I posted a couple of things that I found on my Facebook that I had posted in 2012 during this time. I did graduate college, which was good. I also moved from my home that I was living in for 6 years, that I wanted to eventually open up my own little shop in, but that never came to fruition. So it's kind of like full circle. Let's see, our President Clinton was handing over his wand to Obama during that time. I don't know, just maybe go on your Facebook and look at your timeline, and then go to 2012 or even 2013. I think it's important that we look within that little range, but definitely, you know, from what Leo King said, go ahead and look at May 20th. He's really good at the whole astrology thing. I just kind of feel certain things, and then he always seems to confirm it with some kind of evidence, so I appreciate that. He's also a fellow Leo. What else did I want to talk about? Oh yeah, there's that Uranus. Oh, let me grab my book because I have it in there. Hold on. Okay. 2017. What? You can't see that. I'm sorry. This lighting's just going to have to do until I get equipment. The beginning's the beginnings. So let's see. May 18th, which is Thursday. Oh, that's tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the Saturn trine Uranus. And this will be the second time, I believe. And the first time that Saturn trined Uranus was Christmas Eve. So, what were you guys doing Christmas Eve? That kind of energy will return, maybe to question certain things. And it's also the day that Venus clears its shadow. Yay! Hopefully things will be clearer, and hopefully everyone will be happy. But the big thing would be, are we going to continue repeating past patterns even though it hasn't got us to the place that we wanted to be? I think that's good. So this is the portal to make that decision. From 2012, let's say you had this situation and this opportunity, and you chose this opportunity, let's just say, And now it's changed. So you have this opportunity and this situation. For better or worse, hopefully we make the right decisions for ourselves. And what else? I'm looking forward to Gemini. The sun's going into Gemini this weekend. So that'll be fun. I'm going to be backpacking with my friends. So that's a good social type communication type energy. Looking forward to getting in nature and connecting. I mean, there's big decisions that we're making this week, and there's no right or wrong decision, it's all a learning process, and it's whether we want to continue making the same mistake. They're like, learning experiences. I always like to say that the universe or God or whoever, the higher source of the universe, will continue putting the same situation and the same kind of person into your life until you've learned the lesson. So it could be either the same person in a different body, or it could be the same type of situation. Whether it's you're consistently allowing people to overstep your boundary, and so the universe will continue bringing people that are boundary breakers until that you learn to assess yourself and your voice. Or it could be this continually the wrong kind of person or partner that continues to not appreciate you or use you. And so hopefully all my friends out there will make better choices for themselves, and I pray that God allow this to be very clear to you and understand and decipher the difference between your fears and what's actually really exciting. Okay, well, I wish you guys all a good night, and I hope you guys make good, healthy decisions for yourself, and I'll see you on the other side. Hey. I'm a dork, I know. I just sit in front of the computer, I talk to myself, and I got my viewers that like watching my videos. I'm glad I can provide some love and some light. Namaste, and all a good night.